did it.
So here's the consensus greatest of all time.
A big, big staple in the sport and a pioneer in MMA.
Always a big-time deal in the arena when one of the greatest of all time is in the octagon. Everything in the game, broken multiple UFC records, moved the pay-per-view needle, done massive gates across the world. The #1 mixed martial arts athlete of all time.
Achieved everything ever. I can truly say one of the greatest fighters of all time.
All right, coming up next, a matchup to determine the baddest man on the planet. The UFC heavyweight title is on the line. Well, for a long time, he's been mentioned with the baddest men on the planet. For a long time, though, the title fight eluded him. Not anymore. Here he is, the #1 heavyweight contender, finally making this walk and cracking a smile. He's waited a long time for this. He's not expecting a 25-minute war. He believes he has the power and the skills to get this thing done quickly. I guess we'll find out. Well, a lot of people think it's the most significant title in combat sports. No argument from me. Baddest man on the planet, UFC heavyweight champion. There he is in the flesh. What an absolute monster. What a title reign it has been. But a serious challenge in front of him here tonight. When this man became the heavyweight champion, a lot of people thought that this challenger was the one who would wrest the belt away. Now the fight is here. We'll see if we get a new champion or if this man continues one of the greatest heavyweight legacies the Octagon has ever seen. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. More than a decade separates these two fighters when it comes to the age. Some differences in height and reach as well. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 13 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 235 pounds. Fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida, presenting the challenger, Anthony Rumble Johnson. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Nagoya, Japan, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Yachai.
UFC belt on the line, guys. Protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner. You ready?
round one of this UFC heavyweight championship fight. The baddest man on the planet, there he is in the flesh. He has defended this title in the past, and despite the fact that this has been a belt that has changed hands quite a bit, not since this man has held it down. We'll see if he can keep his...
He didn't like that left hand. He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this. And that was good! Unbelievable! What a performance!
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught that ultimately appeared as though the outcome was an eventuality. So if you're the referee, you got to protect the fighter, and I thought he did a good job of doing just that. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
A full-on display of all of his skills. He did everything in this championship-winning performance. He used his wrestling. He used his elbows. He used his pace and pressure to really wear down his opponent so that he can get his hand raised.
Here's Bruce Buffer. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 46 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world,
So the celebration is on, and it figures to continue deep into the night for the UFC heavyweight champion, and still after the knockout victory here tonight. And given all this man has accomplished, I think you can still argue that tonight is the crowning achievement of his mixed martial arts career. Knocks out the #1 contender with style points to retain his heavyweight title. Congratulations to champion, coach, team, family on the big result here tonight.